She said, "I'm hitting Vegas with the girls. No guys allowed." Then posted TikToks dancing with random dudes at a bar. I didn't text, didn't call, just switched my status to single and went on 2 dates. She was back home freaking out by Saturday. Buckle up, everyone, because this story gets absolutely wild from start to finish. This happened about 8 months ago, but the aftermath is still ongoing and honestly gets better every week. Names changed, obviously, but everything else is 100% real, and I have screenshots to prove every single detail. Background on me: I-29 male. Live in Denver, making about $185,000 annually. Not wealthy by any means, but comfortable enough for a good lifestyle. I live in a nice downtown loft that I own, drive a decent car that's paid off, have good savings, the usual responsible adult stuff. Been with my now ex Sophia, 27 female, for almost 3 years before this whole mess started. She's a social media influencer with maybe 12,000 followers who works part-time at some overpriced boutique, making around $25,000 if she's lucky. Here's what you absolutely need to know about Sophia to understand this story. She's attractive, I'll admit that completely. Blonde, tall, knows how to dress and do makeup, the whole Instagram baddie aesthetic. But looking back with clear eyes, she was always entitled as heck, and I was just too blind to see it. Expected me to pay for literally everything, because I made more money, which seemed reasonable at first. Never offered to split rent on my place, even though she basically lived there 7 days a week and had maybe 3 items at her own apartment. Always had her hand out for new clothes, fancy dinners, weekend trips, concert tickets, you name it. Her logic was always, "You make more, so you should pay," which I went along with like an idiot. I should have seen the massive red flags, but you know how it is when you're thinking with the wrong head, and she knew exactly how to manipulate me. She'd get all sweet and affectionate whenever she wanted something expensive, then go cold whenever I brought up money or responsibility. Classic gold digger behavior that I somehow convinced myself was normal. Looking back, there were so many warning signs I completely ignored, like how she never had her wallet when we went out, always forgot it in her other purse. How she'd suddenly become interested in physical intimacy right before asking for something expensive. How she'd pout and give me the silent treatment if I suggested we stay in instead of going to expensive restaurants. How she'd constantly compare me to her friends' boyfriends, who bought them designer bags and jewelry. The story really starts on a Saturday morning in early spring when I'm sitting in my gaming chair playing online matches with my buddy John. John's this guy I met at the gym about 2 years ago who has absolutely zero filter and calls everyone out on their nonsense. He's one of those friends who tells you the brutal truth whether you want to hear it or not. We've been gaming together every weekend since we met, and he's always been completely straight with me about Sophia, constantly telling me she was using me. So I'm in the middle of an intense ranked match when Sophia comes bouncing into my living room wearing one of my expensive hoodies that probably costs more than she makes in a week. She's practically vibrating with excitement and can barely contain herself. "Babe," she squeals at the top of her lungs, "I have amazing news. The girls and I booked Vegas for next weekend. It's going to be absolutely incredible." I pause the game mid-match, which annoys me because I was actually winning for once. "Vegas? That's going to cost a fortune. Don't worry about it at all." She waves me off dismissively like money grows on trees. "Daddy's giving me his credit card for the trip. He said I deserve it after working so hard lately." Working hard? She works maybe 20 hours a week folding clothes and taking Instagram photos in the fitting rooms. John's voice comes crackling through my headset. "Did this girl just call you daddy?" "Dude." I mute him quickly before Sophia hears and starts one of her dramatic scenes. "Who's going with you?" I ask, trying to sound casual and supportive. "Me, Brittany, Jessica, and Chloe. 4 days of pure chaos. Clubs, shows, shopping, the whole Vegas experience." She's practically dancing around my coffee table at this point, already planning outfits in her head. "Sounds fun. Maybe I could fly out for a day or catch up with you guys." "Oh, no, no, no." She cuts me off immediately, holding up her hand like she's directing traffic. "This is a girls-only trip. Absolutely no boyfriends allowed whatsoever. Brittany just got out of her relationship with that loser Kevin, and we need to help her get back out there and have fun again, you know?" John unmutes again. Translation: "They're going manhunting. Dude, run for the hills." I mute him again quickly. Something about the way she said it felt really strange, like she was setting some boundary I never even asked about or tried to cross. "Look, babe," Sophia continues, sitting on my gaming chair arm and putting her hand on my shoulder. "I need you to not be all clingy and possessive about this trip. No texting me every 5 minutes asking what I'm doing or who I'm with. I want to completely disconnect from everything and just live in the moment with my girls. We never get to do this. I'm not clingy, though. I know you're not. That's exactly why I love you so much. But seriously, minimal contact. Maybe a goodnight text, but that's literally it. I don't want to be that annoying girl who's always on her phone with her boyfriend while her friends are trying to have fun and live their best lives. John starts typing frantically in our Discord chat. Bro, she's literally asking for a hall pass to cheat. I ignore the message completely. All right, whatever makes you happy. She kisses my forehead like I'm a good little boy. You're the absolute best. This is exactly why you're perfect for me. You totally get it, and you're not possessive like other guys. After she leaves to go plan outfits with her friends for the next 3 hours, John absolutely loses his mind on voice chat. Dude, are you actually serious right now? She just asked for permission to cheat and you said yes. It's not like that, man. She's just trying to help her friend. She's just what? Going to Vegas with single friends? Establishing a no-contact rule? No boyfriends allowed? Wake up! This is cheating 101? You're being paranoid. Am I? She literally told you not to text her, said what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, and specified no boyfriends. She might as well have said, I'm going to cheat on you, but don't be clingy about it. Looking back, John was completely and totally right about everything. But I was trying so hard to be the cool, understanding, non-controlling boyfriend that I ignored every single warning sign. Huge mistake that I'd regret for weeks. Over the next few days leading up to the trip, Sophia's behavior gets even more suspicious. She starts going to the gym every single day, which she never does. Gets her nails done, hair done, buys all new lingerie that she hides from me. Spends hours on the phone with her friends planning, but always stops talking when I walk in the room. The weirdest part was how secretive she became about everything. She'd take her phone to the bathroom with her, something she'd never done before. She started staying out later when she went shopping with her friends, coming home with shopping bags but being vague about what she bought. When I asked to see her new purchases, she'd say everything was for the trip, and she wanted it to be a surprise. Wednesday night she's packing, and I notice she's bringing outfits that are basically just underwear with some fabric attached, stuff she's never worn around me. There are at least 6 different bikinis, none of which I've ever seen before, and dresses so short and tight, I'm wondering how she even plans to sit down in them. Those are pretty revealing, I comment casually. It's Vegas, babe. You have to dress a certain way or they won't let you into the good clubs. It's not like I'm wearing this stuff to the grocery store. Fair point, I guess. But something about the way she said it felt off. She also packed 3 different pairs of heels, all expensive ones I'd bought her for various occasions. The kind of shoes you wear when you want to impress someone, along with jewelry I'd given her for anniversaries and birthdays. Her packing looked less like a girl's trip and more like she was preparing for a series of dates. Thursday morning, she's getting ready, and I've never seen her put this much effort into her appearance. Professional level makeup, hair extensions, the works. She looks like she's going to a photo shoot or a red carpet event. This is for a flight at 11 a.m. on a Thursday. You look incredible, I tell her honestly. Thanks, babe. I want to look good for the girls' photos. For the girls' photos. Right. Because you definitely need to look like a supermodel to take selfies with your girlfriends at breakfast. The morning she leaves, she's acting strange in a different way. Almost guilty, but trying to overcompensate with extra affection. Keeps hugging me and telling me how much she loves me. How I'm the best boyfriend ever. How lucky she is to have someone who trusts her completely. You know I love you more than anything, right? She says, while I'm loading her luggage into my car. Of course. I love you too. And you trust me completely, right? You know I'd never do anything to hurt you. This strikes me as an odd thing to ask someone you're about to leave for 4 days after specifically requesting minimal contact. Yes, I trust you, I say, though that nagging feeling in my gut is getting stronger. Thursday night, I drive Sophia to the airport, and she's dressed like she's going to star in a music video. This tiny black dress that barely covers anything, heels that cost $400. I know because I bought them for her last birthday. Full face of makeup at 9 p.m. for a late flight. She looks absolutely stunning, which makes me proud, but also confused about why she needs to look this good for her girlfriends. Remember, she says as I drop her off at departures, minimal contact. I really want to be present with my friends and not distracted. Got it. Have fun, be safe, don't do anything crazy. Oh, I will have fun, she grins, grabbing her Louis Vuitton luggage, also my gift from Christmas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right? That's like the official motto. The way she says this, with this mischievous little smirk, makes my stomach drop. But I tell myself I'm being paranoid and overthinking everything. I watch her strut into the terminal pulling her expensive luggage, and that gut feeling hits me like a truck. Something is definitely off about this whole thing. She looks like she's going to meet someone, not traveling with girlfriends. I shake it off and head home to an empty apartment. John texts me, "How you feeling about this trip, bro?" Honestly, bad feeling about it. Trust your gut, man. Document everything. Friday passes relatively quietly. No texts from Sophia, but I'm trying to respect the boundaries she set, even though it feels weird not hearing from her at all. Around 11 p.m., I'm scrolling Instagram when Brittany's story pops up. The girls are at some rooftop club with fancy beverages everywhere, looking completely out of it already. Sophia's in the middle of the group grinding on some guy in an expensive suit. Caption: Vegas baby, living our best lives. I screenshot it immediately, just in case John was right. The guy she's dancing with looks older, probably in his 40s, wearing what appears to be a very expensive watch and suit. He's got his hands on her waist, and she's completely comfortable with it, laughing and throwing her head back like she's having the time of her life. This isn't innocent dancing with girlfriends. This is the kind of dancing you do when you're actively trying to attract someone. Saturday morning brings much more content. Jessica posts a TikTok of all the girls getting ready in their hotel room, but there's this one specific shot of Sophia in just lingerie trying on different outfits. She looks directly at the camera and goes, "Single girls Vegas, baby," while winking and blowing a kiss. Hold up. Single girls? The video shows her trying on 3 different outfits, each more revealing than the last. She's clearly excited about something, bouncing around the hotel room like she's getting ready for the most important night of her life. This isn't the behavior of someone who's just hanging out with girlfriends and helping a friend get over a breakup. Then Chloe posts an Instagram story from some pool party. Sophia's in a bikini that leaves absolutely nothing to imagination, sitting on some random guy's lap by the pool. He's feeding her strawberries and she's laughing like it's the funniest thing that's ever happened. Her hands are all over him, running through his hair, touching his chest. This guy is definitely not one of her girlfriends. My phone buzzes. John texts, "Bro, you seeing this stuff? Your girl's Instagram story?" I check Sophia's story and my stomach drops completely. It's a video of her at a blackjack table with some older guy in a Rolex standing behind her, hands on her shoulders. She's betting with what looks like $100 bills. Caption: My new lucky charm? He's buying all my beverages. That's when it clicks like a light bulb going off. She's not just having innocent fun with girlfriends. She's actively looking for guys to pay for her stuff and treating this like she's single. The minimal contact rule wasn't about being present with her friends. It was about hiding what she was really doing. I open Bumble for the first time in 3 years and start setting up a new profile. If she wants to act single, I'll give her exactly what she's asking for. Saturday night, the content gets exponentially worse. Brittany posts a video of Sophia making out with the blackjack guy in some VIP section of a club. You can see his hands all over her body and she's completely into it, kissing him back passionately. The comments are absolutely brutal. "Girl, isn't that your friend's boyfriend?" "Sophia, honey, your man follows me on Insta." "This is messy AF, delete this." Does her BF know about this?" But the absolute worst part that makes my blood boil? Sophia posts her own story. She's clearly out of her mind, lip-syncing to "Single Ladies," while this guy's arm is wrapped around her waist possessively. Caption: Vegas rules. No rings, no strings. Living my truth. No rings, no strings. After 3 years together, and me paying for everything in her life. After me buying her those very clothes she's wearing, while she declares herself single to the internet. I spend the rest of Saturday night updating my dating profiles, deleting every single picture with Sophia, and starting to swipe on apps. If she wants to act single, I'll make her wish come true in the most permanent way possible. Sunday morning, I match with this girl Amanda, 26 female, who works in marketing for a major company. Her profile shows she actually has her life together, owns her own condo, drives a new BMW, has a career instead of just a part-time job. Complete opposite of Sophia in literally every way possible. We start texting and she's incredibly smart, funny, asks thoughtful questions about my work, instead of immediately wanting to know how much I make. She talks about her own projects, her goals, her hobbies. Refreshing as heck after 3 years of conversations that somehow always circled back to what expensive thing Sophia wanted next. Newly single? She asks after seeing my recently updated profile. As of yesterday, girlfriends in Vegas acting single, so I figured I'd make it official. Yikes. Vegas trips with the girls are always dangerous territory. They bring out the worst in people. Want to grab coffee later? Absolutely. I need normal human interaction. Meanwhile, the Vegas content keeps flowing like a never-ending stream of evidence. Chloe posts a video of Sophia getting bottle service from some guy who's definitely twice her age. She's sitting on his lap calling him sugar daddy and laughing while he feeds her expensive appetizers. The bottle costs more than her monthly rent at her own place. What's really wild is how comfortable she looks with all these different men. This isn't a girl who's uncomfortable with male attention or trying to help a friend get over a breakup. This is someone who's actively seeking out wealthy older men to pay for her entertainment. I meet Amanda at this nice coffee shop downtown, and she's even prettier in person. More importantly, she actually pays for her own coffee without even thinking about it or expecting me to cover it. When I offer to pay, she laughs and says, "I've got it," like it's the most natural thing in the world. We talk for 2 solid hours about everything: work, hobbies, life goals, travel. She's got actual substance and depth, unlike Sophia, who can barely hold a conversation about anything deeper than what Instagram filter makes her look best. Amanda talks about books she's reading, places she wants to visit that she's saving up for herself, career goals she's actively working toward. "So what's your ex's deal with Vegas?" she asks. "Girls trip or hunting expedition?" I show her some of the more obvious posts. Her eyes go wide. "Oh wow, she's not even trying to hide it. That's pretty blatant." I post a subtle Instagram story, just my coffee cup and Amanda's hand reaching for a sugar packet. Caption: Sunday Vibes Coffee Cup. My phone literally explodes within minutes. Sophia: "Who is that?" Sophia: "Are you seriously on a date right now?" Sophia: "This is so messed up, Ethan." Sophia: "I can't believe you do this to me." Sophia: "Answer me." The hypocrisy is absolutely stunning. She's been posting videos of herself with different men for 2 days straight, calling herself single, making out with strangers, but somehow I'm the one doing something wrong for having coffee with someone. I don't respond to any of it. She wanted minimal contact, right? The calls start immediately. 7 missed calls in 10 minutes. I decline every single one and finally put my phone on silent. "Wow," Amanda says, watching my phone light up continuously. She's really losing it. The irony is incredible. She's been posting videos with random guys all weekend, but gets mad that I'm having coffee with someone. Classic narcissist behavior. Rules for thee, not for me. John is absolutely dying laughing when I tell him what's happening. Bro, she's losing her absolute mind. This is beautiful karma already. Sunday evening, Amanda and I go to this upscale steakhouse that I've never been to before. The bill comes to $200, and she immediately insists on splitting it, even though I offer to pay. "I make my own money," she says confidently. "I don't need a man to take care of me financially." What a revolutionary concept after 3 years with Sophia. The conversation flows naturally. She tells me about her job, her apartment, her goals to start her own marketing consultancy. She asks about my real estate deals and actually understands the business side of things. When I mention closing a big commercial deal last month, she congratulates me instead of immediately asking what I'm going to buy her with the commission. I post another story, just our glasses clinking together. Sunday dinner champagne? My phone goes completely nuclear. Not just Sophia, but her friends too. Brittany: "Ethan, what the heck? Sophia's crying in the hotel?" Jessica: "You're such a jerk, she's just having fun." Chloe: "She's literally flying home early because of you." I block them all except Sophia. Want to see how this plays out? The messages from Sophia get increasingly desperate. "I was just dancing with friends. You're completely overreacting. I never did anything wrong. You're being crazy and jealous. I'm coming home early to fix this." But here's the beautiful part. I have screenshots of everything she posted. The single girls videos, the lap sitting, the making out, the no rings, no strings declaration. She can't gaslight me when there's video evidence of everything. Sophia's final Vegas story is posted at 6 a.m. from the airport, and she looks like absolute garbage. Makeup smeared everywhere, hair a complete disaster, clearly been crying for hours. She's ranting to the camera, "I can't believe my boyfriend is cheating on me while I'm just trying to have an innocent girls' trip. I've been nothing but loyal and faithful, and this is how he treats me?" Men are such trash. The comments absolutely destroy her. "Girl, you were literally with different guys every night. Didn't you call yourself single like 20 times? You literally made out with that old dude on camera. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Your man saw everything you posted, lol. Innocent? We all saw the videos, girl." She deletes the video after 20 minutes, but I got screenshots of everything, including the comments. Monday morning, Sophia shows up at my place looking like she hasn't slept in a week. I see her through my Ring doorbell just standing there with her luggage, probably working up the courage to knock because she knows she messed up badly. When she finally does knock, I answer through the intercom. "Ethan, We need to talk right now. Open the door. About what exactly? Don't play dumb with me. You were with another woman while I was gone. You mean while you were calling yourself single and sitting on random guys' laps posting it online? Long silence for like 30 seconds. That was completely different. I was having innocent fun with my friends. And I was having fun with mine. What's the problem here? The problem is you're supposed to be my boyfriend. Check your Instagram stories. You called yourself single multiple times and said no rings, no strings. I can hear her crying through the door, but I don't open it. John is texting me play-by-play reactions from his apartment next door where he can hear everything through the thin walls. John, bro, she's literally screaming in the hallway. John, my neighbor from 4B just poked her head out, Lamau. John, oh snap, she's calling someone now. Through the door I hear, Daddy? Can you call Ethan? He's being really mean to me and won't let me in his apartment that I basically live in and pay for? Wait, she pays for? That's news to me. I've been covering her half of everything for 3 years. Her dad calls me 10 minutes later. I actually like Mr. Rodriguez. He's always been cool to me and we get along well. He's a good guy who clearly raised his daughter with better values than she actually follows. Ethan, what's going on? Sophia's very upset and crying. Hey, Mr. Rodriguez, did she show you her Vegas videos? What videos? She said it was just a girls' trip. I sent him screenshots of everything. All of them. The lap sitting, the making out, the single girls posts, the no rings, no strings video, all of it. Very long pause. Jesus Christ, I had absolutely no idea. She told me no contact for the trip, called herself single multiple times, acted like it for 3 days straight. So I updated my relationship status accordingly. Another pause. I honestly can't defend this behavior. I'm so sorry, Ethan. I raised her better than this. You did your best, sir. She's an adult who makes her own choices. The credit card bills from this trip are going to be enormous. She spent almost $5,000 in 4 days. $5,000 on her dad's credit card, while sitting on random guys' laps and having them buy her drinks. After he hangs up, Sophia starts pounding on my door again like a crazy person. I know you're in there. We've been together 3 years. Were. Past tense. That ended when you said no rings, no strings. You can't just throw away 3 years over some dancing. You threw it away the moment you called yourself single and made out with strangers on camera. I was just having fun. It didn't mean anything. Then why did you specifically ask for no contact? Why did you post yourself as single? Why did you hide it from me if it was so innocent? No answer to that one. She finally leaves after threatening to call the cops on me. I tell her to go ahead. Trespassing is still illegal, and I have everything on camera. The next few weeks are absolutely wild to watch unfold. Sophia tries literally everything to get back in my life, and it's both pathetic and entertaining. First, she tries social media manipulation. Posts these incredibly long captions about toxic men who can't handle strong, independent women exploring their freedom and living their truth. The internet isn't buying it whatsoever. Someone makes a compilation video of all her Vegas content with trending music playing over it. Goes viral on TikTok with 2 million views and counting. The comments on her posts are savage. Girl, we saw the videos. Living your truth, croc cheating apparently. Strong independent women don't need sugar daddies. The audacity is unmatched. Your ex dodged a bullet. Then she tries getting our mutual friends involved to pressure me. Most of them side with me immediately after seeing all the receipts and evidence. The few who don't weren't really my friends anyway. Just people who wanted to stay in Sophia's orbit for social media clout. My friend Tyler, who I've known since college, calls me up after seeing everything. Dude, I owe you an apology. I always thought she was a little high maintenance, but I had no idea it was this bad. You're better off without her. Even some of her own friends start distancing themselves. Turns out Brittany's boyfriend saw all the videos and wasn't happy that his girlfriend was encouraging and enabling Sophia's behavior. Jessica's parents, who follow her on social media, called her out for associating with someone who publicly cheats on their boyfriend. She shows up at my gym during my usual workout time. I switch gyms immediately and upgrade to a nicer one anyway. The new gym is closer to my office and has better equipment. Should have made the switch years ago. She shows up at my favorite restaurant where we used to go for dates. I start cooking more at home with Amanda, who's actually an amazing cook and teaches me recipes. Turns out I really enjoy cooking when it's with someone who appreciates the effort instead of expecting it. The most pathetic attempt was when she tried to make me jealous by dating this wannabe rapper who drives a rented Lamborghini. Posts all these thirst trap photos with him, trying to show how happy and upgraded she is. Guy gets arrested 2 weeks later for credit card fraud. Turns out the car, the jewelry, even his expensive apartment were all fake and rented with stolen cards. She bails him out with money her dad gave her for emergencies. John is having the absolute time of his life watching this unfold. Bro, she's speedrunning bad decisions. It's like a masterclass in how not to handle a breakup. Meanwhile, Amanda and I are getting serious fast. She meets my parents and they love her immediately. My mom actually pulls me aside and says, I never felt comfortable around Sophia, but this one is special. She's genuinely interested in you as a person. I meet her family and they're normal, functional people. Her dad's a contractor, her mom's a nurse, her brother's in the military. They're the kind of people who work hard for everything they have and appreciate honest effort. When Amanda tells them about her marketing job and her goals to start her own business, they beam with pride. We take a weekend trip to Aspen, and I pay for the hotel while she covers activities and food. Actual partnership instead of me funding everything. She insists on contributing equally, and gets genuinely upset when I try to pay for everything. I'm not with you for your money, she tells me seriously. I can take care of myself. I want to be with you because I actually like you as a person. Another revolutionary concept. I post one photo from the trip. Us skiing together, both smiling genuinely. Caption, life's good. Sophia comments within minutes. Must be nice to move on so fast from someone you claim to love. Amanda replies, it is when you upgrade to someone with actual values. I'm dying. This girl has zero chill and I absolutely love it. But the real entertainment starts when Sophia's influencer career begins falling apart completely. Turns out having viral videos of you publicly cheating on your boyfriend isn't great for your brand or your sponsorships. Several companies drop their deals with Sophia immediately after the Vegas videos blow up. Her follower count starts dropping daily as people call her out in comments and tag their friends to watch the drama. The boutique where she works part-time calls her into a meeting. Apparently, multiple customers recognized her from the viral videos and complained to management about having someone with loose morals representing their store. They don't fire her outright, but they cut her hours down to maybe 10 per week. Her follower count drops from 12,000 to 8,000 within a month. Brands that were interested in working with her suddenly stop responding to her emails. The few sponsorships she had lined up get canceled. Her dreams of becoming a full-time influencer basically evaporate overnight. The wannabe rapper boyfriend drains her savings account before skipping town to avoid his court date. She has to move back in with her parents at 27 because she can't afford rent without someone bankrolling her lifestyle. Her dad cuts off her credit cards after the bail money incident and the massive Vegas bill. Suddenly, she's working full-time at the boutique for the first time ever, making that whopping $25,000 salary and having to budget like a normal person. But here's where it gets really interesting, and the karma train picks up speed. Word spreads incredibly fast in our city about crazy exes, especially when there's video evidence all over social media. Sophia starts dating this finance guy named Chad, who works at a hedge fund downtown. Seems like she found another sucker to fund her lifestyle. They're together for about 2 months, posting all these expensive dinner photos and shopping sprees that he's clearly paying for. But here's what's beautiful about the internet age. Everything is searchable. Chad's coworkers start sending him links to Sophia's viral videos. His friends Google her name and find all the Vegas content. His boss's wife follows local influencers and recognizes Sophia as that girl who cheated on her boyfriend in Vegas. Then Chad's company does a routine background check for his promotion to senior management. Guess what pops up when they Google his girlfriend? Viral TikTok videos of her publicly cheating and calling herself single. His boss pulls him aside. We can't have someone in senior management whose personal life is this messy and public. It reflects poorly on the company. Chad gets passed over for the promotion that would have doubled his salary and dumps Sophia immediately afterward. She posts this huge rant about how men can't handle successful women, but everyone can see through the obvious nonsense. Amanda finds the whole situation hilarious. It's like watching someone dig their own grave in real time, she says, while we're cooking dinner together. Every choice makes it worse. The best part is she has no idea why this keeps happening to her. She thinks everyone else is the problem. That's the thing about consequences. They don't care if you think you deserve them or not. John keeps me updated on all the drama since he follows her friends on social media for entertainment. Bro, Brittany posted that Sophia's been asking all her friends for money to pay rent. None of them are helping because they're embarrassed about that Vegas video going viral and don't want to be associated. That's when I hear through the grapevine that Sophia's been telling people I ruined her life and sabotaged her career out of spite. Apparently, she's been bad-mouthing me to anyone who'll listen, claiming I'm the reason she can't find a decent guy or keep a job. Time for the final move in this chess game. Here's what Sophia doesn't know. I've been quietly documenting absolutely everything. Screenshots, videos, dates, times, conversations, all her social media posts, all her lies to mutual friends, all her attempts to rewrite history and make herself the victim. 6 months after the Vegas incident, I get a text from an unknown number. Ethan, this is Sophia. I know you probably don't want to hear from me, but I'm in a really bad place right now. I lost my job at the boutique, my dad won't help me anymore financially, and I'm about to get evicted from my apartment. I know I messed up badly, but I have nowhere else to turn. Can we please talk? I show the text to John immediately. She's really begging now, he laughs. What are you gonna do? Watch this masterpiece unfold. I create a group chat with Sophia and Amanda. Me. Hey Sophia, got your text? Amanda's here too, hope that's cool. Sophia. Why is she in this chat? Amanda. Hi. Ethan showed me your message. Sounds like things are rough. Me. So you need help because you're getting evicted? Sophia. Yes, I made some mistakes and learned from them. I just need a fresh start and someone who believes in me. Me. What kind of mistakes specifically? Sophia. You know, the Vegas thing. I was young and stupid and made bad choices. Amanda. Wait, what Vegas thing? This is where I dropped the nuclear bomb. I start sending screenshots one by one. All of them. The single girls posts, the lap-sitting photos, the making out videos, the no rings, no strings story, everything. Amanda. Oh wow, this is a lot to unpack. Sophia. Ethan, why are you doing this? Me. Just giving context for why you might be having trouble with relationships and employment. Sophia. I've changed. I'm not that person anymore. Amanda. These are from 6 months ago though. Me. Oh, there's more recent stuff too. I send screenshots of her bad-mouthing me to mutual friends, the posts calling me toxic and controlling, everything where she blamed me for her problems instead of taking responsibility. Sophia. Stop please. Me. Remember when you said what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas? Turns out the internet is forever, and consequences are real. Amanda. Oop. Sophia tries calling me multiple times. I decline every call and text back. Nah, minimal contact, remember? You taught me that boundary. She starts absolutely blowing up the group chat with desperation. Please, I'm literally about to be homeless. I'll do anything to make this right. Ethan, I'm begging you. I know I messed up, but please help me. I learned my lesson. I'll pay you back somehow. Amanda. This is getting uncomfortable. I'm gonna leave this chat. She exits. Smart girl who knows drama when she sees it. Me. Sophia, remember what you posted? No rings, no strings. You're free. Live your best life. Sophia. That was a mistake. I was out of it and stupid. Me. So was dating you for 3 years and funding your lifestyle. Sophia, please, I'm sorry. Me. Sorry doesn't pay your rent. Maybe ask one of those Vegas guys for help. I leave the chat and block her number permanently on everything. John comes over that night with energy beverages to celebrate the epic conclusion. Bro, that was absolutely savage and completely deserved. She really thought you'd bail her out after everything? The audacity is genuinely unreal. She spent 3 years using me as a personal ATM, cheated publicly, embarrassed me online, then expected me to save her when it all blew up in her face. 2 weeks later, I hear through the grapevine that Sophia had to move back home permanently. Her dad made her get a job at his construction company, doing basic office work for $15 an hour. No more designer clothes, no more fancy dinners, no more sugar daddies paying for her lifestyle.